Honorable Mrs. Carrie Lam, the Honorable Chief Justice Mr. Andrew Zhang, Commissioner Liu, the Honorable Ms. Chang, the Honorable Mr. Chan, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen here at the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center, good morning. Our online participants viewing this symposium from over 35 countries around the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, depending on where you are. A very warm welcome to all of you. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Patricia Young, MC for today's event. The symposium today will mainly be conducted in English, while simultaneous interpretation is provided for this event. On-site guests are welcome to collect headsets from the service counter. Channel 1 is English, Channel 2 is Putonghua, Channel 3 is Cantonese. For on-site guests and online guests, please choose your preferred language from the Zoom platform. Thank you. With a view to contributing to the UN 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, in particular, Goal 16.3, which advocates promoting the rule of law at the national and international levels and ensuring equal access to justice for all. The symposium today is jointly organized by the Department of Justice of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China, Asian Peace and Reconciliation Council, and Asian Academy of International Law, bringing together prestigious speakers to examine both the shared and distinct understanding and practice of the rule of law under various jurisdictions. In addition to plenary sessions featuring government dignitaries and world-renowned legal experts, the symposium has also invited eminent speakers of varied spectra to discuss three seminal issues: the rule of law under international law, fundamental elements of the rule of law, and practice of the rule of law in different cultural contexts. The symposium will also present the Vision 2030 Task Force report, the fruit of 2 years' intensive work since the launch of Vision 2030 for rule of law in 2020. Now, to officially begin, please welcome the Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, the Honorable Mrs. Carrie Lam, for her welcoming remarks. The Honorable Mrs. Lam, please.
Commissioner Liu, Judge Sir, Professor Surakiat, Chief Justice Dr. Anthony Neil, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm delighted to welcome you to the Vision 2030 for Rule of Law International Symposium. Several hundreds of you on site and thousands more online are taking part in this all-day gathering of senior legal and law-related professionals, government leaders, and other high-profile individuals from common law, civil law, and Sharia law jurisdictions. You come from Hong Kong, from mainland China, and from all over the world, united by an unwavering belief in the rule of law and its primacy. Indeed, today's symposium has its roots in the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. This blueprint for achieving a more sustainable future for us all was adopted in 2015. The rule of law is among the agenda's 17 goals, a pillar in providing universal access to justice and building effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. Hong Kong's resolute response to the UN agenda in this aspect was the creation of Vision 2030 for Rule of Law in 2020. Announced in my 2020 policy address. This 10-year initiative is designed to promote widespread understanding and recognition of the rule of law and its importance through intensive research, collaboration, and capacity building. In less than 2 years' time, Vision 2030, together with a dedicated task force chaired by Teresa Zhang, our Secretary for Justice, has made excellent progress, taking forward a number of projects, locally and internationally, to advance and promote the rule of law in Hong Kong, throughout the region and beyond. The results of its dedication are now available in the Vision 2030 Task Force report, which is officially launched at today's symposium. The rule of law is a core value and the cornerstone of Hong Kong's success. It underpins the economic development of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region and Hong Kong's enviable way of life. The Chief Justice of the Court of Final Appeal, Mr. Andrew Zheng Guilang, who is with us today, said during the Hong Kong Legal Week 2021, and I quote, "Regardless of whether one subscribes to the thin or thick version of the rule of law, it can be confidently asserted that Hong Kong is a society which is governed by the rule of law." I fully agree with him. With the staunch support of the Central People's Government and the successful implementation of one country, two systems framework, Hong Kong has come a long way as a leading international financial hub. We are as well the only common law jurisdiction within China. Hong Kong boasts an independent judiciary and fundamental rights and freedoms fully protected under the Basic Law. That is why Hong Kong is often the preferred choice for multinational cooperation when it comes to legal and dispute resolution services. I'm proud to say that Hong Kong is internationally recognized to be underpinned by the rule of law. According to the Rule of Law Index 2021 by the World Justice Project, Hong Kong maintained its 5th overall ranking in the East Asia and Pacific region and 19th standing globally. Looking at a longer time horizon, according to the World Bank Group, Hong Kong's percentile rank in respect of the rule of law was only 69.85 in 1996. Upon China's resumption of sovereignty over Hong Kong in 1997, Hong Kong's score reached 82.5 in 1998, and since the year 2003, remained consistently above 90, clearly underscoring the significant advancement of the rule of law here since the establishment of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region in 1997. By and large, these results enunciate the recognition of the city's perseverance in upholding the rule of law. This year marks the 25th anniversary of the establishment of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. We are determined that Hong Kong's solid foundation in the rule of law and our legal system in general will continue to grow and serve as a guiding principle for Hong Kong and a model for the region in the many more years to come. My sincere thanks go to the Asian Peace and Reconciliation Council and the Asian Academy of International Law for their much appreciated organizational efforts in concert with our Department of Justice. I'm grateful, of course, to the department, not only for today's global gathering, but also for bringing Vision 2030 for rule of law and its attendant task force to bright life. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a very rewarding conference and a prosperous and sustainable future built squarely on the rule of law. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Mrs. Lam.